Pen chat. It's been so long. What up? I should probably title it better. It's been a minute. I hope you guys are doing well. Figured we just catch up. Besides me making videos with piano music that make it seem like it's sad when that's not. Actually, I did a live stream last week on CoffeeZilla's channel. You can go watch that. But that's the last time I did a live.
I think you're going for like sentimental and it ends up sounding a little sad.
Maybe. I don't know. I just like piano music.
It sounds nice. It's soothing.
Let's see if this works. What up, Rain Man? Thanks for being here. I need to put a thumbnail. What up, Ruben? What is this thumbnail? Hello from Western Canada. What up? That's not a good thumbnail.
That's a great thumbnail.
What up, Alex? Last video was so wholesome. Yeah, it was pretty good. I can't get a job. That's me either, probably, if I tried. Dog cam, yeah, dude. We got a new dog cam. All the dogs are hanging out today.
There's another one down here.
What up, dude? CoffeeZilla's BA. Yeah, he's a good guy. He invited me on and he wanted to give me a call to see like how we would get along, and we talked for like almost 2 hours. Corporate cringe. I have some ideas. Have some stuff. Let me look. So yeah, I'm thinking about making a show, like a series, kind of like The Office in Silicon Valley, because that's what it's gonna get compared to, anyways. But like, it's gonna be about. Oh, Jaden, you didn't have to do that, man. Thanks. How's life? It's pretty good. I got back from the gym, hanging out. Zan, thank you for the 5, Jaden. Hi from Switzerland. Just finished Unscripted book 2 minutes ago. Thanks for the recommendation, dude. It's a good book. I don't know what you're interested in, but Unscripted is a good book to get a different way of looking at jobs. But how old is the madam? We're the same age. The return, where were you? I know, right? Who is this Josh guy? Got my first software engineering job at 16 today. Holy crap, dude.
Dang.
I need to make a thumbnail real quick because this is trash. Edit video. What up, Tony? How's it going? 500 dops. I don't know what that is, and it doesn't matter anyways, but thank you. You didn't have to do that. Was just thinking a few days ago, haven't seen a video of yours in a while. Well, that's because I've been trying to come with a plan of like what I want to do, right? Like corporate cringe is, it's good, right? But like, I think it triggers too many people that they can't appreciate like what I'm trying to say, because it feels like an attack on them maybe. So I've been thinking about making a show. I don't know, like, I was taking some names yesterday. It's going to be either called like Mount Silicon, The Daily Grind. Someone submitted an idea called Wages for the title. Rat Race or something like that. But Wages. And then, hey, thanks, Kevin. You didn't have to do that. What up, Eddie? Welcome back. Kenny, what up, dude? New camera looks crisp. Hey, thanks, dude. It's a Sony.
I told you we should get that bird cage from one of the last videos to put on our porch for this.
Oh, yeah.
You know the bird cage on the
Does Josh enjoy development work? No, I enjoy like the final product. Coding to code is kind of boring to me. Rachel, what up? I'll come on your show, Josh. So like, here's the thing. I might need some people that want to be on the show. It'll be like, So like, here, let me pitch the idea. I'll pitch it to you like your Netflix or something. It's about a Chad. That gets kicked out of his parents' house because he's 30 years old. And he just is a serial entrepreneur, because that's the new meme, right? And he has a bunch of different startup ideas. And then it's also about an unemployed middle manager, where eventually they meet to create a bunch of cringe startups using all of the things from corporate cringe. So for example, the Chad CEO basically, how do I explain this here? I wrote it all down. But basically, he has a bunch of stupid startup ideas. Like he wants to make an application where alpha males can meet alpha males. So he makes an app called Alpha Mate, and it's not gay, bro. It's alpha. You know, like, or like Shambro. It's shampoo for bros, right? Just a bunch of stupid startup ideas, and they all failed. But I think it'd be good. Kind of like a parody. Or like middle management has been unemployed for a while, so he's brushing up on his middle management skills. So he goes to a high security company. It's a jail. Kind of like Silicon Valley minus the successes. Kind of like that. It'd be like half and half. Oh, thanks, dude. Hack Reactor or Codesmith? Which is better? I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, do they both have guarantees? Because then, how long is it? It's been 50 years and Josh doesn't look a day older. I don't know. This camera's pretty crisp, so you can see, like, the... I just shaved yesterday, but, like, see the 5 of them? Congrats on your wedding. Yo, I appreciate it. Thanks. What are your thoughts about Upwork? It's a race to the bottom, but sometimes that's... You gotta do what you gotta do. Josh looks swole. Saw the IG story. Hey, thanks, dude.
See?
Everyone said I let myself go in the last video.
You're just getting
And I can explain that. It probably sounds like an excuse, but it's because I used the focal length of 50 millimeters, which is what your eyeballs see. And obviously at this angle, it looks like I'm not so swole.
Anybody has that if
Yeah.
you do this hard enough.
Normally I use like 11 millimeter focal length. Lead attorney. Hey, what's up, dude? Thanks, man. What gave you the inspiration for this story idea? I don't know. I was just...
I know. It was me.
She has some pretty good ideas. One of them... Here's an example, right? Chad has a brother. His name is Richard. And they're going to make a solar company. So they're going to rent a Tesla to reverse engineer it so that they can make a solar company. And Richard's great solar company isn't very catchy. So instead, they rename Richard to Dick and they call it Big Dick Energy. As a solar company. That was her idea. That's pretty good. I think that'd be a pretty hilarious skit.
Josh decided to turn it into a show.
Yeah, I
just thought it was a funny side. Ran with it.
Can you stay focused on learning how to code while going through a breakup? I don't think you could. It's hard to stay focused on anything if you're in a breakup, you know?
Honestly, that's the best time to throw yourself into work, though. So, probably.
Hello from Ukraine. What up, dude? Sylvester, what up? Did you make a podcast with CopyZilla? I didn't make a podcast. I was on his podcast, The Drip. So he has the Drip channel. Probably there. Go to The Drip. Do you take medications like Adderall? No, I don't. How do you take advantage of remote work? I mean,
just diet.
Get your work done real quick in the morning and have the rest of the day to yourself, you know? It's a lovely reminder that I'm not crazy. Hey, thanks. This sounds like you could make a show like this. That's the goal. I have a bunch of different episode ideas where middle management has been hired recently, but he's been out of the industry and he doesn't know how people are hiring senior developers. So he goes online on Indeed.com and he looks at garbage jobs as the bar for what he should offer a senior developer. That would be a good one. Or where Chad, the CEO, hires an intern and pays him with Monopoly money, and the intern's like, this isn't real money, and then Chad is like, well, this isn't real work. You're an intern. It'd be fucking hilarious.
Based off of my sister's epic job quit yesterday. She wrote an email to the entire company and just pieced out with a big middle finger.
Oh, no.
And they're scrambling to delete it, and she's like, yeah, that was great.
Do I need a bachelor's in mechanical engineering to get an HR girl? No, probably not. What up, Steven?
Have those blue eyes.
Let's see. I have to learn high charts for a project. How should I start? Just read the documentation and follow the demo. Did you see the Next.js keynote? I don't watch anything about code. I only code if I need to use it for something.
You can watch a whole like webinar thing on.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Did you finish your pilot's license? No, my instructor went AWOL. And I didn't get another instructor. And legally, to get checked off by another instructor, you need 3 hours with that instructor. And you have to pay for 3 hours. So I think it's stupid.
We picked up new wings and a giant
What's up, Craig? Where you been, dude?
And now he flies around the neighborhood.
Why did my screen get so dark? There we go.
It's not like he stopped flying.
What do you think about Flutter? I don't think about Flutter. Josh is married. See, he's wearing a wedding ring.
Yeah, he is.
For sure. How do side gigs boost developer credibility, ego? I mean, credibility because you're building a portfolio for yourself. I don't think about Flutter, Ferris. I don't. How many milligrams of finasteride do you take? Well, they give it to you in 2 different doses. One is 1 milligram and one is 5. 5 is if you have prostate problems. I don't have, that's not a problem. So just the 1. How do you feel about Lambda? That's probably where I would go. How's the motorbiking going? Well, it's like 14 degrees outside right now, so hasn't been going. Where are your masks? In my car, I think. Making bank. Not really. Haven't uploaded in a long time. Can you get some kind of discount with your next pilot trainer? Not your fault the other guy bailed? Yeah, it's not my fault the other guy bailed, and I don't want to pay $1,000 to ride 3 hours with another instructor so that he can be like, yeah, you're good to go. Like, that's not my fault. What are your thoughts on White Hat Jr.? So here's the thing. Everybody's like, make a video about White Hat Jr. And they DMCA people. If you make a video about White Hat, they'll strike the video. So I'm good. I think it's dumb they do that. I saw you on Open Classroom's workplace. I thought you worked there. I did work there. I was a mentor at Open Classrooms. How do you onboard junior devs with no experience? The same way that you onboard regular devs. You got to give them time to get up to date with the code base. Hello, I'm your neighbor. How are you doing? Fine, sire. What up? Do you plan to shift your channel to lifestyle category? I mean, probably at some point. I mean, I'm not in code. I'm not in, like, I don't do that anymore. I'm more of like a filmmaker, I think, at this point. That's what I've always wanted to do. Be a filmmaker and a pilot, right? Like, but there's no jobs for filmmaker. Go look at filmmaker or video editors. Like, it's like $5 an hour. Like, right? So you gotta do something else. How can an Indian company file a DMCA takedown? They just go and strike your video. Like, it's stupid. The return of what? I know, right? Is it appropriate to negotiate a salary after the probation period is up? Yeah. I mean, you should have asked that during the negotiation of probation. They might be like,
it's gonna be a
hey,
lot harder.
we thought you were satisfied.
Yeah.
You should do a skit on entitled grads with high GPAs. I can incorporate that in an episode. I got a good video. How do you get over burnout? That's a good question. Usually you have to like prevent burnout. Once burnout happens, it's like 1,000 times harder to come back than it is to just take a break before you do it. You don't code anymore? No, I only coded as a job. It was a job that paid the bills. It let me work remote so that I could figure out what I wanted to do. What camera settings and lens are you using? I'm using an AS7 III and then an f4 24-105 lens. A7S3. Do you like being a dev or you wish you were a pilot? No, I think I'd just be a filmmaker, dude. That's what I like. I like making videos. I like making movies. I don't know. Maybe I would do game dev. That would be the only dev. Roast Whitehead Jr. Don't want to strike on the channel. What gear do you use for filmmaking? I have a few different cameras. I have a Blackmagic Pocket 6K. I have this. I don't know if you can stream on it. Probably not, but I got this. Pretty great. Here's the SD card for a Red. It's huge. Like, what is this?
You have little lines, you can write notes on it.
Yeah, you can like put your name on it. What do you do to keep your coding skills sharp? I don't need to keep my coding skills sharp. I just need to learn whatever it takes to get the job done. There's no sense in just coding to code if you don't have a project to make or build. At least for me, right? I don't code to code. I don't think that you should code to code. I think that, I mean, honestly, if you like it, great. You'll probably make a great developer, but I'm too much of a big picture person to be a great developer because I want to make the product, sell the product, market the product. I want to do all the things. And as a dev, you just get to do one thing. You just get to make a little bit of the product, and then you do your little ticket, and then you do another ticket, and that's what you do for 40 years. And like, you don't ever get to see the end goal. Like maybe the CEO says, hey, you did good. Here's a $25 gift card. I thought I had a passion for code, but it wasn't, I didn't. The only remote jobs I could find were code, and I was like, all right, well, I played video games, and I'm like, build computers, so I'm sure I'll like code, and that wasn't the case. Is getting a motorcycle worth it? Yes. Red camera cost. That was $15,500. $75% of filmmaking these days is CGI and VFX, which is pretty well paid in some companies. Yeah, but like if you go watch the documentary of like the making of Life of Pi or something like that, you can see that VFX industries are like almost as overworked as devs. They have to move to different countries to keep their job because different countries give tax credits, and so the studios move to those countries. And like, I want to be the director, you know? Managed to land my first programming job. Nice, dude. Who are you voting for? Asteroid 2020. Effective way to find internships. Don't look for internships. Just apply for regular jobs, dude. Thought the Red was 3K used. No.
3?
That was 15K used. What a bin. Coffee or tea?
Same.
Probably tea. Like boba tea would be.
But neither. Which we found out on our first date.
Josh is also CGI true. I love gaming and building computers, but coding turns me off in a weird way. What career should I pursue? Big brother Josh. I don't know what like. I feel like I'm a creative, right? And I just worked as a dev, as like a shadow job, like a shadow career, something that kind of ticked the boxes, but wasn't really what I wanted to do. I feel like I'm more of a creative, and I've always been that way. But there's no money in the creative field, and that's true for the most part as like a job. What if you're not getting a response from recruiters? Josh, getting a new laptop or Mac, $1,500 to spend, live in a cheap apartment. Would you get renter's insurance? I'm pretty sure you have to have renter's insurance, right?
No, but like to cover the laptop, you can do that. You can get like
I mean,
an
I guess.
extra
Couldn't you
amount
get
to cover expensive items?
Can't you just get like personal property insurance?
That's basically the add-on to this.
Yeah. I'm good, Fast Fox. How are you, man? What's your thought on OnlyFans popularity surging during the lockdown? Have you, like, you can find hers. It's XXXHR Lady XXX. Look for my tattoo in the POV vids. What up, Minik? Have you tried AI? Not really. I don't really have any use for it. I'd probably just do deepfakes for my videos, maybe. Like the deepfake the guy from Office Space. Got my first internship. It's been going great. Congrats, dude. How long did you learn to code? It was like 3 months, roughly. You can be creative by building your own applications and starting your own company. Yeah, but I don't have any application ideas. But I have tons of video ideas and tons of movie ideas, and I don't really want to, like, yeah, that's the difference, right? That's just, code is creative, but it was like a shadow career, right? Like, so it ticked the boxes. It kind of was kind of creative and kind of cool, but like you don't get to see the whole process through. You just get to build your feature and then take the next ticket and build that feature, and you don't get to do the whole thing, you know? At least as a job. What kind of chair is that? I got it at Costco. I don't even know if it has a brand name. It's called gaming chair. Do you work out, bro? Sure do. Digging the hair? Thanks, man. It's kind of messy, but it's okay. Xbox or PlayStation? I mean, only reason I played Xbox was for Halo, but now it's coming on PC, so like, does PlayStation have any good exclusives? What's up, Joe Mama? Tinder for bike riders? Next idea. That I feel like the ratio would be severely skewed. What are your thoughts on oversaturation in the industry? I think there's a lot of people who can make to-do apps, but not a lot of people who can do much more than that. Opinion on pit bulls? Get one, dude. Every dog needs a good home, you know?
Pick the dog that you vibe with, that makes you happy.
I mean, some are more difficult than others.
Yeah. Make
but
sure
like,
you have the amount of time
look at this.
These are like mostly senior
Look at these little
dogs,
dudes.
too. They asked what their names were earlier.
Look, he's got a sweater, dude. He looks like he needs, like he should be sitting in a library with like a little tobacco pipe.
That one's Danny. And Daisy's next to him.
What up, Steve? Demon Souls remake on PS5. Don't they have Demon Souls remastered on Steam already though? You just play it there. When did Josh get 346k subs? I don't know, dude. Has your hair strands become noticeably more thicker after finasteride? No, it doesn't affect the individual hair follicle size. It just blocks the DHT from binding to your hair follicles, which slowly shrinks your hair follicles. So, yeah, that's how that works. What would you say to a young 20s with no job or direction in life? That's not true. You do have, no, that's, you'll figure it out is so mean.
No, but like, I didn't know. Nobody I know knew what they were gonna do at 20. Like, try everything on.
Like, you have some sort of passion that you like to do, but the problem is you don't know how to make that pay bills, right? That would be no direction in life. I bet you like doing stuff, and there's things that you don't like doing. You just don't know how to make money doing those things. That's usually the problem. People are like, well, I do like to do stuff, but those things don't bring money. So that's the main problem. How's corporate Josh doing? He's doing good, thank you for asking. What up, Raven? It's been a while. Josh, make a Tinder for dogs. Looking for other dogs. I'm pretty sure someone made that after I made that video. John Wick, what up, dude? Do you think it's a red flag when a company does not provide good work tools, too big monitors, good computer, and just gives crappy tools like a crappy PC? Yeah, that's a pretty big red flag. Unless they just have no money and it's like, I don't know. How much do you trust the founder, I guess? Is it too late to apply for internships for the summer? Should I even get an internship? Javelins, apply for... The difference between the junior dev job and the intern is just how much you get paid. It's not how much you know, because the junior dev knows nothing, the intern knows nothing. There's no difference. Like, you go from knowing nothing, you work a summer as an intern, and then you get hired as a junior dev, and you still know nothing. But now you're getting triple what you were making as an intern.
It's mostly just what the company
What up,
decided
Interman?
they want to pay you. That's the difference.
So just apply for junior dev jobs and ask to be part-time. Boom, now you're basically an intern.
Honestly, just apply for anything. You might think you're a junior, but another company might not call it junior. They might call everybody just a dev or an engineer or something. Apply for them all. You never know.
You don't lose anything if they say no anyways,
Yeah.
just the time.
Yeah, exactly. Might as well send them your resume.
Would you recommend me at 18 years old to start working while studying software engineering? I mean, you're going to study software engineering while working. That's really what it comes down to. What was your first career choice when you were in your teens? I wanted to be a pilot, but all the schools were really expensive. And then I wasn't sure that I wanted to, like, just fly jets. I would want to do something else, like fly bush planes and just... Then you got to move to Alaska. I don't know. You religious at all? Nah. Not me, man, but you do you, dude. How to clear DS Algo interviews? You gotta ask yourself why they're asking, DS and Algo interviews. If it's a front-end developer position where you're gonna be doing jQuery and they're asking you algorithmic questions, you gotta be like, why are they asking? What does this have to do with my job? Chances are they don't really know what you're gonna be doing, and I'm not so sure you'd want to work there. Sole proprietorship or LLC? You need an LLC, other Joshua in chat, because you can get sued as a sole proprietor and they can take your personal assets. If you get sued as a LLC, they can only take your company's assets if you lose, of course. It's like, I've said this before, but like, this is Captain America's shield, right? This is, and everything behind this shield, this is the LLC, everything behind this is what you own and all your personal assets and stuff. Or like your business assets, they can only take this. It's like a shield. It protects you. Get an LLC. At least. What's up, Ziad? Would you recommend computer science, software engineering, or computer engineering? They're all pretty similar. Just build a good portfolio. I mean, I don't know what you like. Do you and your parents have a good relationship? What parents?
And then my
Who?
parents do.
Yeah, with her parents, yeah. Does HR wear the same shirt all the time?
I have a bunch of the same looking clothes. You should see my closet.
They asked me to write an algo for navigating a grid. I've been a dev for 2.5 years, never done that. That's what you should have said. And then just, I don't know, maybe draw a grid of like a middle finger and send it back. Did you upgrade your camera? I have a different camera. The sharpness settings are really high, so that's why you can see like all my imperfections. Wow, look at that. Josh is a person. If you have an LLC, when you get sued, your company is protected too. Yeah, that's what I meant. What do you think of PhDs? Pretty huge. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. She needs her own mic and she looks better than you. Walk and talk, JJ. Thank you for the compliment. Is copywriting ethical? Is it organically sourced? Is the better question. What up, Nirvan? Is sysadmin dying in the marketplace? No, sysadmin is not dying. It's just being merged into other job titles. That's really what it comes down to. 6 things that's amazing in your life. Oh, dude. I mean, like, got the good fam here. Got a house being built. Got the motorcycles. Got the paragliders. Got the paramotor. Got the dogs. Like, I don't know. Like, it sounds all materialistic, but time, maybe? Time to enjoy. When is the next vid? Okay, Kenny asking the real questions. All right, so I have a video probably about human cages that companies are buying. I'll probably make that. That's probably the next one. Do you have any SaaS application up? No, I don't have any ideas. What up, Follow the Light? Solly, what's up, dude? Diego, thank you for being here. Let me just take a second here. I just press F to pay respects for the people who came. How do you define digital marketing? Oh, man. I mean, it's got a lot of different avenues. You got like video marketing, ads, copywriting. How long is the straw in that cup? That's a good question. It's the whole cup. What chair do you have, Raymond? I got this at Costco. It's nothing fancy. What's your camera specification? It's a Sony A7S III. That. Oh, that's not right. But here, let me press F to pay respects. Make a skit where Chad starts a company making collars for corporate employees. That would be pretty good. I could see Chad pitching collars to a set of investors like Shark Tank, and the investors would be like, well, what kind of dogs are these for? And Chad would stop and be like, well, they're not for dogs. Well, no, he would say, they're not for dogs. They're for employees, you know? The lesser beings, the ones that help us make our paper, you know? Like that. It's a huge straw, it sure is. What up, Fred?
I do have a sister. She said I can't pimp her out on here, though. Sorry,
I made a full Reddit clone after learning web dev for a year. Am I ready to apply? I mean, if they need the skill sets that you use to make that Reddit clone, yeah, you're ready to apply. No one is ever ready. You just kind of do it. It's like how no movie is ever finished. It's just released. That's how it is when you apply to jobs. You're not ready. You just kind of just apply. So learn to make money off my passions. So it's kind of a catch-22. The market doesn't really care about your passion, right? My passion is like being a pilot. What the fuck does that add to society if I fly around a bush plane and land in the middle of nowhere on like an island or something? That doesn't create value for people to like invest in or buy. Like, so it's kind of a catch-22. The market doesn't care about your passion. If you want to be a soccer player, the market doesn't really care about that. If you want to make money, you have to learn how to leverage your passion into some way that the market might care about it. If you like soccer, make unique soccer balls, make jerseys, and I don't know, but that's how it is, right? Like, you have to figure out a way to make money off of your passion in a pragmatic way. Like, I didn't really care about programming, but hey, I like making videos, and that's been an avenue to kind of let me make videos. It seems to add value, telling people how corporate works. You know Graham Stephan? Everyone knows Graham Stephan. You can't not see his videos on YouTube. What kind of music do you like? I like all the music except country music. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Who wins more arguments? HR or you? Probably me. Probably me.
Okay. We don't really argue.
The absolute unit on the floor of Oko there? He's a polar bear, dude. If your income is only online, why don't you move to a cheaper and better country with lower taxes?
Because then we'd
Sir.
have to live in a different country.
Sir, do you not see these dogs on the ground? I also like my Second Amendment. Can't really take those to other countries.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, I got these dogs. I got a mortgage here that I'm renting out,
And for
right?
all the good and
I'm a
bad,
landlord.
Like, why not just be happy where you're at? What's all this switching countries stuff? Oh, we're so mad about this. Let's move. No, it's great here. Screw it.
Do you have any Bitcoin or Ethereum? I have a bunch of Ethereum, not so much Bitcoin. Doing a full-time internship at school at the same time now at school and work are all remote. What does full-time mean? 40 hours a week? I think it's stupid. 40 hours is stupid. Like, you can be working, like, because coding is done in your brain and not on the keyboard. That's just how you get it out of your brain. The work is done up here. So this is what you're getting paid for. The part up here and the Googling and the Stack Overflow part. But, like, you could be thinking about code in the shower. You're probably not getting paid for that. But you should be, because that's when you're working. Because it's, I don't know, full-time. Just get your job done, get the task done, and stop thinking about hours. What starting salary should I expect as a junior dev in Utah? Probably like 55, 60. Those Ethereum taxable every year. It's an investment. I've had my Ethereum for over a year, so that would be long-term capital gains whenever I do cash out, but I haven't. Any future endeavors? Probably gonna make a show, dude. We're gonna make a show called The Daily Grind, Rat Race, Wages, Mount Silicon, something about a Chad CEO, serial startup entrepreneur, and middle management. Would you reduce the work hours to 6 hours a day? No, because I don't think hours matter. Hours at work don't matter unless you just have to be present at like a
And if
cash
you do,
register or
find a new
something.
job.
But for dev, hours don't matter. Get the work done. It's why salary's dumb, because you can do all your work and hey, you got more work. And salary's great if you're lazy. Salary's fantastic because then you don't do anything and you get the same amount of money no matter what until you get fired for not doing anything. But
you
like,
have to be there for 8 hours.
I want to
You
get paid.
spend an 8 hour or one of those 8 hours
Yeah.
sitting at your desk watching this.
I don't want people when you
What's the difference?
I don't want people to buy my time. I want people to buy my work.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to get paid for. And if you have 6-hour day, people are buying your time, not your work. And so is your work even respected at that point? Because that's not what you're being paid for. It's kind of a joke. There's creatively being a drone operator. That's true.
Actually, there's a really cool drone company that comes out here and tests drones, like capturing other drones and stuff. They set up like every couple of weeks. It's really cool.
I'm currently working in VFX. I want to come into tech. Trying to land an immediate position somewhere. You're going to need a portfolio. Jacob, if you're in VFX, you probably already have one, but you're going to need one of apps. Basic CRUD applications for web development. That's what you want to do. Can we please do an episode of MLM marketing grind? Yeah.
We should be able to like squeeze an MLM into this series somehow.
Yeah, but that would be like a direct ripoff of The Office when Michael pitches and when when Jim takes it and flips it upside down. It's a pyramid.
Do it some other way.
We'll see.
That's funny. I mean, they're all headquartered here. It's not like we can't just drive over.
How would I make money on my own as a sysadmin? Why would a company trust me? You would have to talk about previous systems that you'd managed, probably. But on your own, I mean, it doesn't make sense with the question that you pose. You say, how would a company trust me? How do I make money on my own? You're making money from, as a contractor, that makes sense, but does HR lady have a YouTube channel? No. I'm good, Pecco. How are you? Will AI replace coders? Maybe to a degree. MLM video would be awesome. I did one before. How much do you make on YouTube, dog? Last I checked, it was about 8,100 per month. Earned my master's, but very little work experience. Having trouble finding work. Any advice? Brad, you might be overqualified for the jobs. Maybe try taking your master's degree off. And I know it's going to sound like a hit to your pride because you put all that effort in for your master's, and I'm not trying to take that away from you, but jobs see a master's degree and they go, oh, this guy wants more money because he has a degree. But what can he do? That's what they're going to... I'm sure people in the chat can relate. Do you have a LinkedIn account? I'm banned. How do I find clients as a 3D artist? I mean, so you need a brand, right? You need to be recognized, and that's hard at first. So I would, if you're going to do it for yourself, you could pitch stuff for free at first just to build something. Who exactly are you? That's how I feel sometimes.
Very existential of y'all.
Are you qualified to give some of these questions or answer some of these questions, or are you just giving your best advice? Is there a qualification for being helpful about how corporate works? How much do you charge hourly to train and mentor someone? I don't.
Josh
don't want to do it. I did it for a little bit because I wanted to do it, but now I don't want to sell my time. How'd you get banned from LinkedIn? I made myself the CEO of Google and Facebook and Apple and Amazon all at the same time. And then I offered someone a job. Or I didn't say that. I made a post on LinkedIn. I said, anybody looking for a job? Because I happen to be CEO of a few companies. And all of these people said, sir, I'm interested. Before they realized it was a joke. So they reported me and banned me because they were salty.
There's actually a video on this.
Yeah. It was a point to prove that you could make your credentials on LinkedIn anything you want. Yet companies look at them like they're the truth. Like they're proof of what? Why don't you create a new LinkedIn? I did, and then they banned that one because once you get banned on LinkedIn one time, you're banned forever, unfortunately. When will the Joshua ASMR be active? True. I should, yeah. Didn't you break up with your GF? The last one?
What? What?
She cheated.
Like years ago. A year ago.
Was it weird starting YouTube back then?
Shit.
It's always weird. Yeah, doing YouTube's always weird. What do you think about the Zuck? Is he a douchebag or no? I think he's a robot like everyone else does. Let us talk to HR. Okay, you talk. You take over.
Clarify.
I'll be back in a second.
The other one cheated. Thank you.
Yeah, the other one.
Man, the way you say things.
Oh, she cheat. Not this one. Like that would be
Ridiculous.
that would make me a cuck, dude. Like, well, you can't go back. Okay, all right.
You cheat on me though. Probably with my dad.
Would you get Neuralink implant? I don't know if I could trust it. House update. It's sitting
Our
there.
house
My
is
concrete
there.
is sitting there.
We just
drying.
got walls on our basement. It's very exciting. I'm so stoked
Real bros of
for
Silicon
this
Valley,
news.
true.
Now we're just waiting for him to push the dirt out. Oh my gosh. All I've ever wanted are these stinking walls.
He's a lizard, yeah. Jan knows. What's the most exciting thing about filming? Probably color grading, which sounds really boring, but you can take a shot that looks like nothing and make it look apocalyptic or exciting or like a music video. He's a lizard, not okay. Testosterone update. I take 200 milligrams once a week. That's fine.
Quinn, yeah, you could probably get fired for that. I don't recommend if you are being paid to sit
Okay,
there.
all right.
and do your
HR, take
job.
over. You want my chair?
Yeah, careful those dogs.
Yeah, there's
find
$9
you.
million in this room. All right. Take over.
Lazy. Oh, we're gonna get up now. Here, this is easier for me. What is that on the top left? That's our dog cam. All of our dogs are down here. We've got 5 dogs in the house right now. A couple of them are with my parents. If you're being asked to do more than you think is fair for your position and pay, how can you take a step back or perhaps negotiate pay? If you already agreed to do the work and you think it's too much, you can like try to ask to go back, but it doesn't usually work that way. You've already accepted the responsibilities. Definitely talk to a manager, but that's going to be really difficult. Negotiating your pay is worth a shot, but honestly, if you're at that point, it's probably time to find a new job because usually they won't do it for you. And it sucks. I've been in that position before. Hey, glad our advice is helping you guys. I don't know. Josh would say freelancing. It depends on what kind of effort that you want to put in if you want freelancing or full-time. I like full-time, but my job is kind of like freelance. I don't know. It all just depends. Are phones good for vlogging? I mean, I guess I don't know what kind of phones are out
Phone
there.
is good for vlogging.
Is it?
iPhone's better. Has more dynamic range.
Should I focus on school or programming? Why can't you do both? Focus on both.
Focus
I
on
don't
what's
know.
going to
Whatever
benefit
makes you
you
happy.
later in your life, which is probably programming.
Yeah.
All right, coming back. I'll borrow this.
Yay, you passed your PIP. You made it. See, you can come back from a PIP. Really, it's just like a warning before. If you want to come back, that's cool. If you want to take that as a like door to leave, that's cool too. Good job.
How do you tolerate Joshua's ego? That's a good question.
He does have a really big head sometimes. But honestly, it's partly my fault. I kind of give him. No, he's great. He doesn't have a giant ego or anything. He cares about other people.
You have to put on sort of a
here,
persona for
that's
YouTube.
my boyfriend. I'm HR lady, and that is the name I was born with.
But I think I'm not fake. I try not to be. I try to.
No.
I'm pretty transparent, but you have to like.
That's why I like you. You're super steady and honest, and you are honest to a fault sometimes. But that's good. Like, I don't know. You're pretty humble. I'll tell you
If you
that.
accepted a job offer and you got another job offer with higher pay than currently accepted, can I negotiate with the accepted employer? Yeah, you can, but you gotta be careful, dude. That's a gamble, man. If you do that, you run the risk of losing both.
That's what I was saying. I mean, if you're at that point that you want to, you should really just try to move on. If you ask me, it's probably not going to happen. Then they know that you're looking for more money. They're also not going to take your responsibilities back.
Programmer certificate worth it from community college. Nobody cares about your certificate. That's why they give code tests. That's why nobody cares about degrees. They still give a code test. Your certificate, like, it doesn't, none of your credentials really matter unless you have like a Google stamp or something like that on your resume, but they're still gonna give you a code test. Like, none of that solves the code test hurdle. What's the name of the song? It's called Ganja by OOYY. Is Fiverr going to start freelancing? How are you going to drive people to your Fiverr page is the question that no one answers. That's a hard part. Like, why should they go to you on Fiverr instead of the first person on the first page? HR lady needs her own mic. We did that once and there was a bunch of echo.
We'll figure it out in the new house once we get that set up down. We can figure all of that out there. Right now, this is temporary until our house is built. We've got big plans for all of that too. I'm so excited.
I got a verbal offer and no HR. I finished up reference checks today. How long until I get the official letter?
It takes time.
Probably a day.
There's a lot of different things. It could take a couple days. It could take a week. Depends on what their approval process is like.
What do you do if they give you a dry erase board code test? Just walk out. Just leave. Say, I came to do work, not solve riddles.
Do it with your left hand so that when you write, you're erasing everything that you say as you go. And you're like, here, I got it right, didn't I?
Yeah, copyright. Can't play Pantera.
Why were we gone for so long? We were taking a break, having fun.
Honestly, if they... so they're, like, the honest answer, walking out, right, if you really need the job or want to work there, if they give you a dry erase board test, you just say, hey, look, if you're unsure, just say, hey, I'm unsure. Can I ask you guys for some clarifications on stuff? I'll do my best. Like, that's one option. The other option is to just walk out, but obviously you're not going to get the job. What do you think of free code camp curriculum? It's pretty good. It's always learn for free, you know? Like, how can this stream be real if your eyes aren't? Welcome, Jaden Smith, to the chat.
I don't know the name of the song to type it in because I'm not listening to it. It's in his headphones.
What do you think of
It'd make a weird echo if we did.
Matt Engineering? Are you talking about Engineer Truth? Tech lead? I've only spoke to him once on Instagram. I mean, I see what happens on the internet just like you guys about that stuff. Dan Locke, he has 2 good books, right? Everyone, just give me a second. FU Money is a pretty good book. He doesn't pitch you anything in that book. He doesn't sell you anything. At least I don't think he does. And then Influence just talks about actual marketing tactics. Pretty actionable. But, like, I wouldn't ever buy, like, his seminar or anything. Hi from Argentina. Bienvenidos to the stream, dude. How do you deal with Josh being a lizard? She just, like, she keeps me warm. I have my own heat lamp. Yeah. See, this is what it did. Now it'll restart, then it'll come back on.
We're gonna have to figure that out then, Kim.
I don't know what it's doing.
It comes back.
It'll, yeah, that's fine.
We'll figure it out. It's a great camera. It's really cool. That's just a weird thing.
Is there a book that you would recommend that is not unscripted by MJ DeMarco? All right, so we branch there into different types. Do you want motivation? Maybe read The War as Art by Stephen Pressfield, not The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Do you want motivation? Maybe read Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Do you want to learn about how to... Jocko's books are good. Do you work out? Yeah. Do my best. Someone asked, why do I take testosterone? It's because I have high SHGB, and that means sex hormone binding globulin. It basically blocks testosterone from working in your body. So I can't synthesize regular testosterone, so I take fake stuff, and I can do that. You do have a great day. Hey, you too, Brody. Thanks for being here. Have you ever been in Serbia? No, I've never been in Eastern Europe. Is front-end consultant with health insurance less risky than liberal arts college? Probably. Opinions on H1b Visa. It's a pretty controversial topic depending on who you ask, but here's the thing with H1b workers. They're usually overworked and underpaid. And because what's your other option? You can't, if you quit the job, you have to go back to your home country, which most likely you will be shamed for dishonoring your family or for a multitude of other reasons. And yeah, they're pretty taken advantage of. But honestly, I mean, these crappy companies take advantage of that and hire people. Like, I don't think that the Americans would want to do those jobs anyways, and they know that because they're offering so little money. But someone from another country sees that number and they're like, wow, you get paid that much? Yeah, I'll do it. But then they're working 120 hours and they can't quit because they have to go back. So it's like, it's just a crappy situation in general. But I'm not saying every company is like that, but there are a lot of crappy companies that do that. Would you move to California? Nope. I like my Second Amendments and I'm good.
Just no.
Nah.
All the states.
California's a little bit too snowflake for me.
I mean,
it's
Utah
nice
has
weather.
Everything that we like to do in one
Maybe Oregon.
place.
Which book are you reading currently? It was called Improv Wisdom. I wouldn't want to come back to my home country because it sucks. Well, yeah, but you don't have an option, right? So you have to work 100 hours a week. You can't quit. Or you get 60 days, I think, to find a new visa sponsor, which is not a small task. Trader, thanks for being here. You have a lot of water retention while on TRT? Not really. I mean, it depends on your diet. California. Are you gonna vote? I already submitted the ballot, bro. Do you read often? I mean, mostly I just listen to Audible. I would go to California at $300K a year, but only for like 2 years. Could be good, but the cost of living in California. I don't want to be a 30-year-old guy and have like 5 roommates and make 6 figures and be like, yeah, I make 6 figures, but I have like 5 roommates because nobody here can buy a house. You know what I mean? Creatine is good, better than TRT. Why not both?
My like spacebar stopped working.
Hit Alt or Command Tab.
No, this computer is just crap.
Oh.
Maybe you're right.
Is it worth learning Python? What are you gonna make with it? I guess. How can I get a green card? You need a visa, I think. Who did you vote for? Kanye.
That is nobody's business.
Kanye, bro. What do you mean?
I feel. Oh God, Josh, stop. Listen, politics, that stuff is personal. It's nobody's business. Nobody needs to know or share, and that's
fine.
how like problems get started. Like, keep that stuff to yourself. Make an informed decision. Do what makes you happy.
Someone said, "Are you a conservative?" I'm like, I don't think I'm anything. There's no real title. Maybe libertarian, moderate,
but
somewhere. I'm not either or.
Is setting up for failure too.
Like, can
decide what matters to you and make a decision on that.
If we could combine conservative and liberal for certain things, and then remove all the stupid shit, what is the title for that?
Vote based on the things that matter to you. Do your research. You don't have to do straight party, straight whatever, anything. Just
she gets triggered. HR 2020.
Because that stuff kills me. Nobody thinks about it. They're like, oh, well, I'm pressured to do this, or oh, my parents did this, or oh, I have to do that. No, you don't. Read. Inform yourself. Do it when you want. Whatever you want is good.
Are you a libtard, Joshua? Oof.
See, it starts that crap.
Yeah. My TRT levels are 350 earlier in the year.
And this is why
that's not good. I'm a librarian. That's good.
That's cool. That means you read, right?
Avoid politics for sure.
Exactly. Dinner table.
The dude looked over my shield while I was voting and asked me what I got for number 1. Ask him if you need to go to the voting
Say,
booth.
23?
Yeah, just like ask him if you can copy his answers. No, don't do that. When was your last commit? Probably, I don't know.
Me and Josh are the same age.
Have you made a video on how to invest as a college student? No, because I'm not like a pro investor or anything. I bought some like crypto, not as like a huge investment, but just kind of like a meme because everyone else was. What job do you have? This is it. It's kind of meta. Who's your favorite author? Stephen Pressfield is pretty good. Jocko Willink's pretty good. MJ DeMarco is pretty good. Gary Vee is pretty good. How did I forget? Robert Greene? Everything by Robert Greene? How did you find out you had a hormone problem? Oh man, it's a long, a lot of personal journal entries. But basically I just thought that I might have low testosterone before, but I tested everything else out, like different diets, vegetarian, keto, all the things, and none of that really fixed it. Get more sleep, do this, have supplement. I did all the things, and then I went to go take a test because I couldn't. I was like, no, that can't be it. I'm fine. Then I took the test, and I was like, yeah. Here's a donut, dude. I don't need any more donuts. But thank you. Valorant or CS:GO? Can we have Valorant without its overly invasive anti-cheat? Then I would play it.
Again, another reason you need to read before you accept things. Nobody reads that thing that says, do you agree to the terms and conditions or whatever? No, nobody reads it. Then you end up with people spying on your computer.
You meditate? Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun. We meditate together. The dogs meditate with us too.
I have an AS web degree. Should I finish my BA or does it matter? Quinn, it doesn't matter what degree you have because they're going to give you a code test. Just ask yourself, does the degree prepare you for the code test or do you prepare you for the code test? Do you think every man should take a testosterone test? I don't know. There's probably some chads at the gym that are just raging testosterone naturally, but I don't know. It's just a quick blood test. At least, you stay informed about how your hormones. Did you gain weight? I put some gains on, if that's what you mean. Apex or COD? Well, probably COD. Invasive anti-cheat, less cheaters though. But Andrew, ask yourself the question of why does the anti-cheat need to be on when the game is not on? That's the problem. No job, can't hold down a job, life filled with drama, lives in his girlfriend's parents' basement thinking he knows how the world works and has any kind of perspective to speak truth about the world. Clem, welcome to the stream. Thank you. Would you like
to be new here because we only live here temporarily while our house is being built. Sorry.
I don't know. People are just, I don't know. Welcome, Clem. Glad you're here.
We're literally building a big, beautiful house. Give us a break for a couple of months. It's not like I lived here before. It's not like he moved in here while I was here. You guys.
Yeah, I have a house. It's being rented out. I'm a landlord.
And I had a big, beautiful flat downtown. And now we're building a house in the mountains.
Oh, I almost played Spotify. Ooh, that would have been demonetization. Ooh, hold. Sure. Just be a stripper? That's a good solution. What form of income do you have? Ad revenue? Affiliates? I don't really take sponsors. Can't bring myself to care about what I got a sponsorship request the other day from a company that wanted me to shill their software about how you can track your employees by monitoring their screen without them being aware of it, and how you can listen in on their computer without them being aware of it, and how you can turn on their webcam without them being aware of it. I mean, you'd see the little light come on, but no, I'm not going to shill that software. Get a lot of really... Watch Borat 2 already? I watched Borat 2 on Pay Money Wubby's stream with him. That was pretty funny. Good morning. What up, Duel? Thanks, Joseph. I appreciate that, man. is a computer degree required to enter data science? Data science is really hard because it's a newer thing, and they usually want something related to math.
Why are you down there?
How's the business doing over the break? I went from about $10,000 a month to $8,000 a month, and everyone's gonna put in chat in like the capital only 8,000 a month. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying
And that's
that's
the thing too in our
the experience.
generation, like work-life balance versus all of that. Like,
Work-life balance is a
sometimes your
stupid
mental
concept
state is
because
what
it implies you have to
matters.
do something that you don't
Yeah,
like to do something
but
that you like.
Honestly, like,
There's
take
there's
some time
life
for yourself and, be
and there's
happy.
work
It's
inside
not
of.
all about numbers, guys.
Do you 420? No.
No, we just pre-workout.
Do you do Amazon FBA? Would you make a vid about it? I've never done Amazon FBA. I've thought about selling like corporate Kool-Aid as a pre-workout supplement for fun. Give it to your boss.
Where did Danny go? They're all under.
How long before you get HR on OnlyFans? She's already on OnlyFans. Go subscribe. XXXHRXXX. Look for the tattoo.
A lot
Look
of
for the tattoo,
90-day
you know.
people have OnlyFans, even Colty. Ask Josh how he knows.
How much is the house you're currently building?
That
A lot.
stuff is not anything.
It's a lot.
You'll see it from the basement when we build a big, beautiful stream room walkout.
Did HR lady's dad? Yeah, he was in the military and now he's a firefighter. He's a good guy. When will you have a TED Talk about horrible company environments and rewards? See, I don't think a college is going to bring me to their campus to tell their students why they shouldn't work corporate. Like, I don't know. Is there a TED Talk where someone says college is stupid and you don't need it at a college? Because that seems like it would be, you know, that's how I see it. My favorite basement dweller. Welcome aboard, hobbyist YouTuber. Would you ever buy a house in an air park? I looked around at them for like a meme. Yeah, I think it'd be cool, but it'd just be really loud. If you lived at an air park, you just hear airplanes landing in front of your house all the time. But number one, like I don't even have an airplane. I can't afford an airplane. I'd have to finance it. Josh is like a brother who I never had. Hey, I appreciate that, Levo. Are you co-buying the house? How do the finances work if you don't mind sharing?
About this again. We've talked about it before. We don't need to talk about
It works. It works.
Mhm.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
League or Dota? Probably Dota.
Are you intimidated by my dad? No, they're like best friends, you guys. It's ridiculous.
Are you intimidated by HR lady's dad? No. Is that what you just
Yeah.
answered? Oh no, we're like friends.
Yeah.
He's
They're
like an older
besties.
version of me, and then probably someone in the chat's like, it sounds pretty miserable. But it's not like
No, we're not.
he's way more. He's like probably more upbeat, the same outlook on stuff. Just lie about whatever the TED Talk will be. Patrick, he's doing good. Patrick made an application for a local, I think it was a pet shop, and he sold it for $50K, which I thought was pretty impressive. Hey, thanks, Mary. I did shrink my resume to one page, and I keep getting told it's too concise. It's too concise? How could you complain about something being concise? Just like maybe be like, well, what do you? Could you do something that gives info on alternatives to working corporate? The thing is, like, you have a couple options. You can work at smaller companies. The rules kind of apply to everyone, or you can go your own way, which is pretty hard to do. Diego. True. Thanks, Mickey. Put away my desktop, stop spending so much time playing video games, and get more done. Thanks, man. Do you have any, do you have many websites for ads and affiliate? No, I've never run an ad for my YouTube channel. I've never run a Facebook ad at all for anything, or a YouTube ad for anything. Had a gaming addiction, but I quit. How do you balance your gaming life without gaming too much? There's like, I play games when I know that I've done everything I need to do for the day. Like, there's probably still stuff I need to do, but if like the places are closed, if I need to call someone, or if I know it won't matter if I do it today because like they're closed, then I'll play some video games. But like if I'm playing video games when I know that I could be doing something else right now, then I feel that in my core, and I'm like, ugh.
But you gotta take time to do stuff that you like to do, right? This is what you like to do. Just if somebody likes to watch Netflix, or they like to read, or they like to go out and do something, it's the same stuff. It's just what you like to do. You do it better.
Someone said, what do you think about Catalyte? What is Catalyte? Is that another, is that like a training? Founded in 2000.
Yes,
I don't know.
I have a sister. She's awesome, and I'm not allowed to compare.
Josh Fluke is sus. Look, dude, I was in electrical, minding my own business, okay? Leave me alone. I wasn't doing anything. It was brown, okay? How about a skit where Chad starts a website for people to make journals saying really personal things, then the data is fed into AI and used for ads? See, I mean, that sounds like Silicon Valley. That's a little bit too real. Halo Infinite stream? One day, when it comes out. Hey, thanks, Adalbert. I like that name. Games are boring nowadays. They're so time-consuming. Like, I don't understand how I had that much time when I was 15. I really, like, because I still had homework and stuff. Somehow I passed my classes, but I feel like it takes so much time. How many dogs you got? I have 2 dogs. She has 1 dog. Her parents has 4 dogs.
My sister
There's a lot of dogs.
2. My brother has 1. We've got 10 dogs total.
Would a math degree help it all for CS? Yeah. For algorithmic jobs? More lower level jobs? When I say lower level, I mean like closer to building the architecture.
Fred, probably.
What? Peace, Josh. Excited for the next video. Kenny, it's gonna be good. It's just roasting a company that basically makes human cages for you at work.
Okay, I'll answer this one because he tells me.
What up, Alfredo? What?
Pretty, yes. My dad does watch a lot of Josh's stuff, and that's why he likes him, is because he's like, he tells me all the time, you say the stuff that nobody says, but they always think. Like, funny.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, they're bros.
Useful Pig gets it, right? The new games are designed to take as much time as possible, because the more time you spend, the more likely you're to spend money on those games. That's why every single game has a level up mechanic now. Keep you coming back. Do you know how to hack? Not really. I mean, I can inspect Element and change your web page. Josh is acting kind of sus. Dude, it was brown. Borat would buy those human cages. Where is it? Let me see. Human cages. I got pictures for you guys. Let me see. Does it work? All right, look. These are what they make. Wouldn't you like to sit in this at work? Wow, that would be great. Wouldn't you like to sit in this at work? Wow, that would be great. They talk about privacy and stuff. Like, how is that private? Anyways, I'm gonna meme on that. Real good. Oops. Watching you to help reduce nerves before an interview. Any tips to stay calm? Robbie, alright, so here's the thing. Stay calm, like, just act like you already have the job, or think to yourself that you already have the job and you're just here to finish up the details. My work has those. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Holy crap, what is that? They're made just for you to work in. That's your new cubicle space. Yep, there's a whole bunch of companies doing that. Looks like Ready Player One. I'd feel like an animal. Yeah. Get in the cage, Wagey. That's exactly what it is. What's poppin' from New Jersey? What's poppin'? New whip. Just hopped in. Do you prefer those cubes or 24-inch cubicles? I'd probably just walk out. There's no way. Someone said, college thought it was better to become a jack of all trades than learn anything advanced enough in a specific language to actually get a job. Many online resources confuse me. Advice? College thinks that you can just show the paper and people will give you a job, and that's where they're wrong. Many online resources confuse me part. So what part of software do you want to do? Do you want to do game dev, mobile dev, web dev, desktop application dev, data science? What do you want to keep being you? Hey, thanks, Jay. You gotta figure out what you want. There's a lot of free resources online. Possible jobs for electrical engineer majors. This process engineer, systems engineer. D420 no. I just joined. What did I miss? Here, look. I'll show you what you missed. Here. Wouldn't you like to work in this? Over 50% of people have a hard time concentrating in open office spaces. That's true. So our solution, instead of letting you work remote or, you know, in your own space, we'll just get you a cage. Wow. Ideal for one, awkward for two. Look at them trying to be humorous. Awkward for two. No shit, dude. Like, can you imagine if you were going in there as someone's leaving and someone farted in there? Like, there's no escaping that.
But that's not even private, though.
This is not, yeah, it's not private. Like, people can still see what you're doing. They just can't hear what you're doing. How does this help? How does this help anyone? This is disgusting. Why would any company buy this? You are 15% less productive working in an open plan office. What happens when you're done working in this? You got to go back out to your open office? Probably. They use the exact same arguments, and instead of letting you work at home, they just want to put you in a fucking cage. But yeah, I'll be making a video about these very soon. How to stop companies outsourcing to India? I don't know. You gotta ask yourself why they're doing it. Looks like a San Francisco thing to do, probably. We have building of public grad student offices like this at my college. I'm so sorry. Hamster resources, pretty much. Get back on the hamster wheel. I like game dev, but industry jobs in game dev are terrible. Yeah, I mean, even our hero, even our one true hero at CD Projekt Red is making their team crunch. Well, they were making their team crunch, even though they promised no crunch. And they were our one true chance at redeeming the game dev industry.
No crunch.
Do you utilize SEO practices on YouTube? If so, got good sources to learn from. I mean, tag yourself in some of your videos so that you come up in the search results. Look at what people are finding your videos based off of their search, and then use those as tags. Other than that, like, good thumbnails. "2020 made me realize making money the legal way is the silly way to make money. Y'all need to start committing fraud." This man might be onto something. Do you think AI will replace web devs? Maybe to a degree. 5 web dev projects for web dev. It's web dev, dude. It's all friggin' crud. It's all crud with APIs. That's every web application ever. It's a CRUD application, log in, log out, use OAuth, add some cool API that you found, like a chart or a map, or integrate GPS tracking or something, and then, I don't know, like, it's all the same. Does Suvi have a sweater on? Yeah, she got a sweater on, because it's 14 degrees outside, Mike.
She loves it. It's just a portable blanket.
Thoughts about telling employers about a disability? I got extra time for my coding test for ADHD with Google, but I'm unsure how other companies would react. Yeah,
I mean,
it's going to be hard to prove.
It's not always something that they accommodate for.
They say they have to, but...
Yeah, you can definitely try. They should. They definitely should. But... And if they don't...
Anyone know a good course on how to fraud? Just go look at Dan Locke's seminar. I'm just kidding. I can't say that. CoffeeZilla will say it. Dude, you gained a lot of weight. Hey, thanks for noticing. Here, look at this. Look, I got triple chins.
It's just your camera.
Wow,
you
dude.
have not. Screw you guys.
Hold on, bro.
No, I'm like tired of y'all doing that. That's crap. We go to the gym every day. He lifts more weight than almost anybody there. Like, it's insane.
For the online resources, I try YouTube videos on how to program this thing and get 5 minutes in and then spend the next hour looking up stuff. Yeah, that's... How to program what thing? What is it? A website? A mobile app? Cyberpunk devs are working 100 hours a week. Just saw a tweet. Yeah, Cyberpunk devs are crunching when the management said that we're not going to crunch. We respect our teams as humans. I mean, what the fuck else would you respect them as? Oh, wait. Employees, that's right. But there's no respect. He looks like a fat Shiba Inu. Hey, thank you.
Listen.
What do you bench, bro? About 300.
Cool. Bye.
Any idea why the tech industry is so repulsed by and unwilling to hire women with autism despite regular... I didn't know that was a thing.
Listen,
is that a thing?
It's really, like, there's a lot of different things that they should not discriminate for, but ends up happening, and it really sucks. I can't say why it happens. People have weird biases. People have weird decision-making processes. I have no idea why they do it. They really shouldn't. And those are protections that we have in place to prevent it from happening. But people can come up with any reason in the world to hire or fire or anything, and it sucks. All you can really do is fight it if you feel like taking the time and money to do it. But I'm really sorry. That sucks.
What up, Aaron? Oh, Neil,
also,
come on,
it's
dude.
usually
Don't be an
not HR
incel.
making that decision. It's the hiring manager coming up with the reasons and then saying, "Oh, HR, you handle it. You be the person."
Are you buying the Tesla Cybertruck? No. No. Hush, we're doing good. How are you? Do you mess with scam callers? Absolutely. I mess with scam callers every time. Yeah. I say hello. Are you going to put me behind the bars if I don't comply? And they say, yes, that's exactly right, sir. We're going to put you behind the bars. And I say, are you going to tell me each and everything that I need to know? And they say, yes, I'm going to tell you each and everything.
We watch too much Kid Boga.
Kid Boga is bae, dude. Do you still do your memberships? No, not really. How's the basement life? It's good being a basement dweller. There's probably some basement dwellers in the chat. Why don't you grow a beard? I just look more homeless than I already do. What type of camera are you using? I'm using a Sony A7S III. I was gonna answer your question. There was one in here. Yeah, Mason, I wasn't really sure about, like, that was a thing, but I probably wouldn't, I don't know, people probably say that I have autism, maybe I do. I'm probably on the spectrum there somewhere.
Why do you say that? That's such crap.
I don't know.
It's like a disrespect to that.
Diego, thanks for being here. What's up, regular Joe? Oh, what up, dude? Do you read manga? No, the most anime thing that I do is play Genshin Impact with HR. How do you like your Sona? It's great. It's a Sony. It's not a Sona. It's a Sony. Yeah, it's great. The 4K image is a little bit like soft because it only has 12 megapixels, which is not that great. But it's like a low light king. It's like a night vision camera. It's great. Finally put work in my business. Hey, congrats, dude. Hope your business is doing well. Thoughts on Black Ops Cold War? I played the beta. It was alright. I don't know. What did you guys think? I thought... I had moments with it. It was like, it was up and down. I was like, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool at first. And then, like, the more I played it, I was like, this is trash. This is gonna get real old real quick. Do you recommend Mern has enough freelance market compared to WordPress? I think the question you need to ask yourself is, do you need to make this website with Mern? Or could you make it with WordPress and get it done in a day and get your money and move on to the next one? I don't know. What's more important to you? Yeah, it's only 12 megapixels, but that's like the minimum you need to be technically 4K is like 11 point something megapixels. But it can shoot 4K at 120 FPS if that matters. If you're training for web dev, do you need to learn Java and Python? No, JavaScript probably. Do you miss us? Yeah, I miss you guys. Thanks for being here. Seriously. A stubble would look good. I have a stubble.
I like when it's like this.
It's good. It's good. This probably makes
What
me.
is this Zoom?
Hold. Well, look at it. Hold on. There's one. Let's see if I can get a third one. How do you create a website? Oh man, there's lots of ways to do it. This stream is sponsored by Wix and Squarespace at the same time. Please go. I'm just kidding. It's not. They tried to get me. They tried to get me to do Wix and Squarespace. It got a DJI Osmo Action Cam. It has 12 megapixels, but I like it a lot. Highly recommended for underwater shots. That's cool. It's like a little GoPro, right? I was thinking about getting that. Aren't dogs fundamentally better than cats? Yes. Mic volume. All right, hold on. There. Is selling WordPress plugins profitable? I suppose, but you're gonna need to get a bunch of WordPress sites to buy your plugin. What's your plan? This stream is sponsored by Google Sites. No, it's sponsored by GeoCities. Yeah, I can see it. Shave your head and grow a beard. Let it happen. Don't do this to me.
No.
Do you play Flight Sim? No, I didn't get the new Flight Sim. I should. I don't want to work a 40-hour-a-week remote dev job, but I still want that fat salary. Any advice? It's a remote dev job. Why are you working 40 hours? If you work remote, why are you ever working more than 40 hours? I
don't. I'm doing this right now.
You just get your job done. Move on to the next thing. Like, take time. Like, here's what I said earlier in the stream. Work-life balance is fundamentally flawed because it implies that you have to do work to be able to live your life. It implies you have to do something that you don't like to do something that you do like, and that's stupid. It's so dumb. There's life and there's life. That's it. You work in your life. Work-life balance is like, no, it's stop separating the two. Yes, you do work during life. Can HR lady shave her head and grow a beard? We can make that the No Shave November challenge.
I don't even grow like arm hair.
You gonna do No Fap November?
Like what?
You gonna do No Fap November?
Josh.
Is it better to land a high-value job through Code Bootcamp? It depends. Freelancing at the start is hard for everyone. I would probably use a high-value job to save money to do freelance. Would you work in an American country other than Canada and the USA? Probably. I don't know. I do YouTube, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, and you live during work. What chair are you using? I got it from Best Buy. It's nothing fancy. No, sorry, Benjamin, you're right. Are you doing it? Is UI UX a decent career? No, Schlick. Back with the regular videos, Anna. So I'm gonna make like a little show. It's probably gonna be like one episode a week about a Chad serial startup entrepreneur and an unemployed middle manager that find each other to create one terrible company. And I'm gonna incorporate all the corporate cringe. Overall, is Udemy course helpful for learning, self-learning? Like there's a lot. How'd you do in your college days? I did okay. I mean, some classes did terrible. Some classes did great. Wait, you're not working? When are you gonna take the drone out?
We didn't take it out. That's where the videos came from.
I'll probably take that to get the establishing shots for the show. Why do you think people propagate the myth that studying will get you far? Because those people were told the same thing. It's whatever, like, people, your parents got told the same, like, same thing. Their parents got told the same thing. Like, you know, go to school, get a job, get a house, maybe have kids, and then work until you die and be happy, right? Like, I don't know. Everyone gets told the same thing. But my question is, how are you supposed to be different if everyone tells you to study and do this and that, and this is what you're supposed to do, and that's what they tell everyone. So how are you supposed to stand out if everyone is told the same thing? To stand out, like, it doesn't. You just get in line and wait your turn, I guess. Did you sell the Triumph for the KTM? Yeah, Riley, I did. I took my Triumph and gave him the Triumph and got the KTM and dirt bike. Hey, thanks, Tarun.
We live in different terrain now. It was hard for him to ride the Triumph on the roads here.
Yeah, I couldn't ride the Triumph, the street bike. Studying versus what? Studying versus actually making shit. You can read books all day long, but that's different than actually doing what's in the books. Studying is by no means bad, but it just is only one piece of the two-piece puzzle, you know?
Learn however you learn.
You gotta study, but then you gotta build. Study, build, study, build. What do you think about Aaron Clary? He made a video about me. Aaron did. Talking about how I'm like a libtard, I think, or something. I don't know. But then he sent me a message. He's like, oh, actually, you're not.
I love so much when even you guys think you know Josh's political stance.
Matt Tran, what do you guys think about Matt Tran? Let's just let the chat speak. Studying projects. Exactly. You gotta study, you gotta learn, have an idea of maybe how to do it, and then try. Like, reading and doing are so different. Studying and building are so different. You gotta do both. You just gotta build stuff, and then you're gonna get stuck. Thanks. You're starting to get really fat. Hey, thanks. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah. You too. Bye.
Look at this gut.
Shut
Look at
up.
this six-pack gut.
I've like had it with that crap. Like, you guys are so mean. He's not. Do I have to say how much you bench and lift at the gym all the time because you're just swole? Like,
It's fine.
sorry, you're jealous.
Is Matt Tran still alive? I mean, he might be, but his channel definitely isn't, right? Can we just have an F to pay respects in the chat, you know?
Be nice, you guys. Be nice and be happy.
Yeah, but be
There's
nice.
Nothing wrong with it.
Sir, what different should I do to make me apart from the rest of the crowd? So here's what you got to do. If you're gonna follow your college's advice, if you're gonna follow your parents' advice, go ahead and get in line and just wait your turn. That's how you do it. Otherwise, you have to get out of the line. You got to break the rules. If you want to be different, you got to break the rules. Not the law, break the rules, like social stigma. Call into a company. Do things that your teachers never told you to do. Do things that your teachers told you not to do, or your parents told you not to. You know, like, break the rules, break social stigmas, do things that other people are afraid to do, because when you get out of line, people are like, what's he doing? What is this? And people stare at you, but nothing happens. That's how you do it. Hey, thanks, Allie. Useful pig. Hey, appreciate that, man. F sharp. Who did you vote for? Who did you vote for? But what if I do break the law? I mean, right? Like, is it really illegal if you're not caught? Like, I'm just kidding. That's terrible advice. Don't listen to that. Do you have any coding courses? Nope. I used to teach code one-on-one, but I don't do it anymore. How's the house? Thanks for asking, Max.
Oh, it's got concrete walls in the basement. I love this question.
It has a foundation of concrete.
So
Christian, hey, appreciate that, man.
We visit it every day.
Break the law, Fashua Jaluk 2020. Think outside the box, as they say in corporate speak. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Think outside the box. Like, Let's see. What React project can I make to land a job? What does the job want out of a candidate? And then build that thing. Like if it's a company that's making some sort of dating app, maybe make a demo dating app. That's not super practical, but that's how you do it. There's no one catch-all project that's going to impress everyone. How many projects do I need to start applying? Probably like 3.
Yeah, but don't let it stop you. Start applying. You might have something to show by the time you get an interview. Otherwise, you're just going to wait forever.
Josh, were you born outside the box? I was probably... maybe. I know I was dropped on my head. Definitely dropped on my head as a kid. Code overflow. I hope it helps. Wanted to say hello, Julius. Thanks for being here, dude. Hope you have a good day. Thinks outside the box from inside the cage. That's what... Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Now, this is what we want you to do. We know that you're a developer and you have great ideas, right? And those ideas will be valued at my level and I will be rewarded for those ideas. We want you to be unique and special here at Generic Company LLC, and we appreciate you. We want you to think outside the box from inside your cubicle. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Thinking in general is for nerds. No, I'm just kidding.
Mandalorian season 2 trailer. Can't. Well, we got 3 days until new Mando season come on. Greetings, Paul. Welcome. Should I be worried that my first junior dev job will set my career path in the wrong direction? You set your career.
Yeah. Change it whenever you want. You don't like it, get another one. Honestly, you need to start somewhere.
The eyes part, at least. Oh, thanks. Get paid to think, but they don't want you to think. I thought you quit YouTube. Nah, I just took a minute here.
Takes a couple weeks off for his time to himself, and y'all think he quit or died or
Quit
something.
gaming, help me focus more on coding. Quit gaming if you want to focus on anything, but also do things in life that you enjoy.
Honestly, internships should
Someone
be
said
hard
thinking
to
in general is for
come by.
nerds. Look,
Like, internships
Thinking,
get some
why would you think? Why would you need to think when you can just do what you're told? That's how I got to this position. They said, hey Dave, why don't you meet me in the basement after work at 5 o'clock? We need to talk about this raise. And I did it, and here I am. Second middle manager to ever make it here at this company. Okay? I didn't have to think. They just told me what to do and I did it, and now I work 120 hours a week and life couldn't be any better than it is.
that's thank you. How long is this gonna last? That's a good question. Maybe an hour. You should create more videos about India. People got really mad. They said, why do you have to hashtag India, bro? We're not all like that. I said, it's not. What? That's not. It's for SEO. That's what you have to do. What is the hardest algorithm?
Probably the YouTube algorithm.
Probably, yeah, YouTube algorithm. When is your house being finished? In like
January.
2 months? 3 months? Sometime.
Hopefully, maybe sooner, maybe not. They refuse to tell us. D, if you're watching, please tell us. Well, no, though, because
Yeah,
we
useful,
go
I agree.
every day. Like, literally every day we visit the house.
Super
take a
easy to feel
picture.
stuck in a corporate environment. I want to say thanks for helping me muster the willpower to everything I can to GTF. Hey, dude,
We should run for
if
president.
you know it's not for you,
Run for
or at least just
president, Josh, so I can
go
be first
go
lady.
somewhere else.
That'll be sick.
You have dishonored India. You shall feel their wrath. Dude, so many people got so triggered. I got DMs. They're like, stop talking about India like you know us. What? I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help you.
God. Dishonor.
Is spamming Indeed a terrible strategy to get a job? No, it's a numbers game anyways.
Yeah. Just
House
like
tour
in
when
the
it's
chat,
finished.
if you spam, they ignore you, right? Yeah. Same thing.
What? See, the reason that you don't do house tours is because you basically just show everyone how to break
Yeah.
into your house.
We're not doing a house
How to get
tour.
robbed.
You might see teeny pieces here and there when we stream or make videos, but why would we do? We're not dumb.
Here's exactly where I keep the Second Amendments, and here's exactly where I keep my valuables.
house.
Just thought you'd need to know about that in my
No.
house tour. Like, what?
Sorry. But the pieces that you see for like stream room and stuff are gonna be sick. We're excited.
How much does your house cost you? We don't know. We gotta figure that out in
We're
3
not
months.
gonna share it. Thanks.
About the same as my last house.
No, it's not true. Very excited. It'll be in the mountains. We'll have a sick view. You guys can see teeny pieces.
You have the foundation down. It's gonna be 3 months roughly. Oh god. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to have my own space. Do you find fulfillment through YouTube? I think so. I find fulfillment in just like being able to create my ideas and have people watch them and be able to relate, because as an individual here, I don't meet a lot of people that I relate to. And I think that's how most of us are. I think we don't meet in person people that we relate to. And so we feel alone. But through the power of the internet, we can meet all of those people that we relate to. Like seriously, like as a kid growing up, because you're limited to the people that you know. You're limited to your own personal network. Like growing up as a kid when I was like 16 or 15, 14, 13, you're limited to the people in your neighborhood and your high school and your middle school, right? And then you feel left out, so you think something is wrong with you. But no, there's just a bunch of other people out there in the world that feel exactly like you, but you never know that they exist. And then the internet bridged that gap.
Dude, I wish a new house construction was 200K. Like, that is a pipe dream. You guys. But you get the chance to build your own house one day, you guys, you should do it.
Should I just do a boot camp? That's what I would do, Daniel.
Super fun. Watching it be built might kill you a little because it takes forever, but it's so much fun.
Hey, thanks, Zauber. What made you make YouTube videos? I always liked making videos in general. When I was a kid, I just wanted to be an actor, or and a pilot, but like, I don't know. I don't know if you guys ever seen the show, like, Whose Line Is It Anyway? I used to make my friends in the neighborhood play that with me. Like, how would you suggest finding other like-minded people? Yeah, I don't really have a good answer for that because, like, in person, I usually hang out with HR and her family, but besides that, I don't really go hang out.
It's hard to find people
Yeah, it's
who
difficult.
are, like,
As you get
minded.
older,
Like, we didn't think
it's
that
harder.
we would click, but
Will your house have a pool? No.
dude, we don't have pools
Not
in
millionaires,
Utah.
dude.
There's like 3 or 4 months of the entire. You don't have to be a millionaire, but you
No, I know,
gotta
but I
have
think
more
maybe
than
that's-
3 months of warmth in the year. Like,
I don't know. Like,
your pool would
no,
freeze
there's-
here. Like,
there's no
we have
pool.
hot tubs, but that's
our house does not have a hot tub.
no.
But
like
the
houses,
the neighborhood
that's
doesn't
what
even
you
have a
can
hot tub,
have.
like, or a
But
pool,
you
or
can't
even
have-
tennis courts. Just
It's pointless to have a pool. We have basketball courts and stuff, but you can't have a pool in Utah. Like, if you do, grit your money for 10 months.
oh,
of the
Brentley,
year.
how do you find? Probably just look for Discord communities. That's what I would do right now.
Dude,
I think
wish
there's
we
a
could
Discord
have
for
a pool.
everyone.
I wish we could have a pool if it was possible.
How difficult is switching careers entirely? Very difficult. Very, very difficult. It's hard to even make content about stuff that's different than what I started. Hey, thanks, Mariano. Bro, you can't shill. Somebody could steal your hot tub. I mean, that's true, but that's like,
Steal
that'd be
your
a little
hot
heavy,
tub.
probably.
That's the funniest thing. No.
Hey, thanks, Code Invaders. You didn't have to do that. Thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. Same thing in Colorado. Nobody has a pool.
Yeah, when I lived there, nobody did either.
The fancy people
Pools
do.
are a thing, though, where I grew up in Southeast Houston. Like, in Texas in general, everybody has a pool, right? Because it's hot all year. You can always use it. Here, you can't. It snows. Like, right now, it's, 14 degrees today? It's cold. Like,
What's with the sad music? That's a good
how
question.
come everyone thinks all your
No, it is sad music.
Is it? Oh,
It's
I
from
can't
this,
hear it.
like I put the
I
now
thought you
trending.
picked new stuff.
Yeah. Hold on.
Ah,
I had a different. Good call. Hey, thank you again for the 2. Josh, do you have a Second Amendment?
yeah. Yeah, we have plenty.
Do you snowboard or ski?
Don't come find us.
No, I've never done either, but I have a paramotor and a paragliders. I do that. Fly around the mountains.
Josh is priceless. You can't pay him enough to work for our company again.
How much money would a company have to pay you to work for them? I'll take the money, but I'm not going to do any work for them.
Take the money.
Like, I'll take the job
to be
and then not
upfront.
do anything.
See ya.
Like, you want to pay me $300K a year? That's great. I'm going to pretend to be busy for the first 2 weeks, score that first paycheck, and get fired. Great. Like, I don't want to work for you. I want work for me. I don't know. It's like, just, you do you, I guess. Get into photography and making videos. Is Adobe Creative Suite a must? I use DaVinci Resolve. It's free. I have the paid version, but there's free version doesn't have any watermarks or anything like like Camtasia and stuff. Fraps.
I am not Puerto Rican. I am Caucasian. I am just a little tan. I have
Nah, dude, you're definitely.
one Hispanic grandma. That's it. We are.
I was gonna
said
say
this will
something
find
that.
everybody. I feel like.
I was gonna say something like, because like really you're from like you got South American genes, right? And I was gonna say like,
It's
well,
just my grandma.
yeah, but I was gonna say that like you're definitely south of the border, right? Which would imply that your grandma is from one of the Hispanic nations. But then I
Listen.
realized that there's actually a restaurant called South of the Border, and that made me start thinking, how did that not get canceled?
That's hilarious. Listen, you guys.
But seriously, like that,
Once and for all.
that's really offensive to say.
Every person, they're all white. I'm tan. It just happened that way. My grandma from Mexico is also not like, she's not even from Mexico. It's her heritage. My dad's tan. He has no, they're all white. Like, we're just tan. I don't know. We have olive skin. That's...
Why do you say there's no money in the creative field? Stereotypically, in terms of jobs, they don't pay very
I
good.
wish it was cooler.
But if you can do it yourself, there is.
My 23 and me says that I'm
Dylan,
European.
thank you for the 10. Got let go today. Why did you give me money then? You need that. Take it back. How do I refund this? Wasn't a good fit. I saw it coming. What kind of BS explanation is that, Dylan? Wasn't a good fit. Did you dig deeper? You should definitely get unemployment still. Remember when Taco Bell's line was make a run for the border? Yeah, that definitely wouldn't happen in 2020.
Dude, everybody's... Can't make
Take full advantage of everything Adobe gives you. Cloud storage, Acrobat, Scanner app. I only have the Adobe suite for Photoshop pretty much. And even then I could use GIMP, but that's it. Sometimes I use After Effects, but Premiere Pro can't run certain file types. Like my red footage, it can't run red footage. It can't run Canon RAW footage. It can't, I mean it can, but it's like super choppy. You can't preview it. You can't play it and see what your edits look like. So Premiere Pro in terms of optimization is just absolutely garbage. But it has a lot of like drag and drop stuff that you can download. I don't know. DaVinci Resolve is what I use.
There's been a few people who've asked, and this is interesting stuff.
Are you sure, Dylan?
HR doesn't look for your political opinions or anything like that on social media. Social media is a big gray area in HR. There's no real rules on it because it's so new, but you should not touch it, right? They should not be looking at it. They should not. So never provide that information. If you're providing any kind of social media to your employer, it's only LinkedIn. And that stuff should not have religion or politics or anything like that on there, because you never know what somebody's personal preference is, and it can hinder you. I have seen people get let go over different comments and things like that in like a Facebook post, because usually they have you sign things saying that even in your regular life you're promoting the company, you're the face of the company, right? So if you say something working at a doctor's office about how doctors are stupid and only nurses are great, you're like, that's the one I did say get let go of, and that sucks, right? It shouldn't be, right? But the way to avoid that is don't share your social media with the people that you work with, especially not your boss or your management of any kind or HR, anything like that. There's no point to it. You think you're friends, I can tell you, your colleagues first. Share LinkedIn. When you leave your job, be friends on other social media, but that would be it. That stuff has no place in the workplace and can only hurt you. It sucks. I know First Amendment, like, you should be able to share your opinion, but you can't. So you want the job, play by the rules. Sucks. Yeah, I worked in HR for years before I became an HR consultant, which I am now. So yes, I am an HR lady for sure. I go to HR conferences and all kinds of fun HR stuff. I make people play games, or I used to. I've done all of the HR things. That's how I know how to help you guys. I know. I kind of am an HR lady. Are you just giving me this mic forever? That's cool.
All right.
We have done snaps at a company event before.
Yeah, Matt, that's what I would say. Thanks for the 5, by the way. You didn't have to do that. But yeah, so if you got let go, just you were there 8 months, it's kind of an odd spot to be in. If you were there for like 2 months or 3 months, I'd probably just boost my resume, my last position, to cover that 3-month gap. But like if you were there for 8 months, I would just say, well, the budget for this project that I was assigned to ran out due to COVID. I've been released. Don't say released.
Well,
I've been.
You can say that because of COVID. Like,
let
use
go
this stuff to your advantage.
Yeah.
They cannot provide a reason for why you were let go. All they can say is your dates of employment and your last job title, which is why you only give HR as a reference, not a manager, because a manager will say way too much. You can give whatever reason you want for being let go. Never tell them you're fired. And especially right now with everything going on, it's perfectly reasonable to think that it's probably because of this illness going around. So,
You ever laugh? Yeah, dude, all the time.
He laughs all the
I just laugh at all the stuff that gets you demonetized on YouTube. That sounds like I just laugh at really offensive things, you know.
we laughed all the
Stuff
way
that
to the
you
gym
can't
and
laugh
back
at.
over ideas for this new.
It's like the bad
story.
humor, you know, like the really offensive stuff, because I don't know,
Get it. We get
like
along.
Bill Burr,
That's why.
Dave Chappelle, stuff that you can't say on YouTube. Do channels of TV show clips become monetized? Yes, because they own them, so they can do that. Best equipment to start for YouTube channels? Just get yourself one of these. It's really inexpensive. All right. So if you just grab yourself one of these, it's a good place to start. Hold on, it's a good place to start, and I feel like this will give you everything that you need to just become a successful. Just kidding. Just use your phone. That's what. Use your phone. Your phone is perfect. With a little color grading, a little editing to the footage, you could make it look pretty good. Hey Josh, you look fat and happy. Appreciate you.
For real, I don't care if you add a nice thing at the end. I'm not having it.
That feel when no cutie HRGF, but you could get one counter signal.
God, why are people so mean?
Just use your phone. Just use your phone. Just any red camera works. That camera's an alien gun. It's not. It's. I don't know. You're my favorite YouTuber. Hey, thanks, Shane. You're my favorite subscriber. A smartphone plus Filmic Pro and a gimbal is all you need. That is true to an extent. Filmic Pro cannot access certain features of certain phones. For example, Filmic Pro, which kind of lets you use log footage, which gives you more dynamic range, but Filmic Pro can't access the 8K camera. So third-party applications cannot access the 8K camera on the new Samsung Notes. So you're stuck with default Samsung. So Filmic Pro has limits. I can't do certain like FPS modes like 1080p for 180 FPS. I can't for the most part. What do you think of right to repair? I mean, it's your product. You should be able to repair it. It's a simple solution. It's like John Deere tractors, right? Where they can't repair their own John Deere tractors. That's so stupid. Oh, microphone. This is a Samsung, not Samsung like a phone. A Samsung, like Samsonite from Dumb and Dumber. Samsung G-Track Pro. It's from Best Buy. Huh?
Samsonite's luggage. Hey, thanks, Mason. Happy to help.
What if I make a TV show channel of random clips of a movie and remove any background music? No, it's there. They made it. You can't. As a guy who's used Red, C200, GH5, and C300, Red is the way to go. Red has the most dynamic range out of all of those.
Oh man, the stuff that we've got, so pretty. Looks just like you're seeing it with your
Oh
eyes.
look, I have an unlisted video of
Even I
8K
can see
footage
the difference.
the other day. Here, I can link it to you. It's pretty dope. 8K wide angle pan. Here's one that I made. You can watch it in 5K. Slightly different. I was just testing out the red a little bit. Here, you can watch this in 5K, and then you can watch this one in 8K. Any favorite tech YouTuber? Oh, there's so many, dude. Probably Gerald Undone right now. Do you use any filters to make the colors pop on the red? No, just DaVinci Resolve. What do you think about CrossFit? I think CrossFit is a meme. It's how to get injured really quick. It's all about reps over form at CrossFit. It's a Wikipedia snippet. It's Samsung G-Track Pro. Is this microphone? My gut has been growing. I've always been a stick. What to do to get rid of the gut? So next generation, you don't get to target fat loss. That's not how it works.
Just be healthy. Focus on.
The volume's loud. I'm sorry.
I have to answer this question because I feel like I've seen this lesson play out very like.
What are you talking about?
Fran, yes, it's even that 7 minutes of clocking yourself in for 8 o'clock when you got there at 8:07. If anything else keys you at any later time, be it a camera, a beep into the door, anything like that, you can get fired for it. Especially, and mostly it's not because they're being like mean or anything. They're trying to be fair. They're holding a set of rules accountable to everybody, and they can get sued if they don't hold them to everyone else. And if you're not being truthful about when you clock in, 7 minutes shouldn't make a difference. But if you are going back and changing your time, that can't happen to you, and it sucks, and no one will like it, but legal will say that's the way it is. I would recommend against it. Either get there a little bit earlier or be truthful about being late a few minutes. You don't want to lose your job over something like that. It sucks. Really sucks. I'm in the late gang too. It's okay. I'm like always at least 5 to 10 minutes late. Just do your best. It's not worth changing your time over something you put to paper like that. Don't do it.
What up, Brian? I thought CrossFit people actually focus on form. CrossFit, I mean, if you move around enough and you get sweaty enough, you're gonna burn calories and maybe lose weight. Like, that's the premise. But if you've ever looked at before and after people pictures of CrossFit, they look the same. It's just CrossFit is very. It's just reps over form, dude. Like it's kind of that's why they have the WOD, the workout of the day, and then you do those, and then when you can't do those, you have a bunch of people behind you. Come on, do it. You can lift it. And so when you're doing like clean, right, and you can't do it, you start doing all this, and you're like bending your back because you got 15 people behind you cheering you on. So you start cheating on form, and you get injured. And it's not good.
I have a cringe HR story. Somebody asked for a cringe HR story, and I told you this morning when like I suddenly remembered it. But we had somebody who was using a work phone to take pictures underneath a conference room table in a meeting up some girl's dress with a full conference room. Yeah, that ended just about as well as you guys can imagine it did. So.
Okay. Opinion on Codecademy? I'd probably just go with free Code Camp. I think Codecademy costs money now. It just looked painful? Yeah.
It is.
So you're saying there's no hope for my gut? No, there is. It's just do about like 3, 4, 5 sets of keep your mouth shut. And then for the next exercise, do about 3, 4, 5 sets of put the fork down. And it'll work.
Exercising doesn't make you skinny. But
no, but to be honest, it's just calories in versus calories out.
It's about what you can do. It's like what my dad says. It's about what you can do. How much
Functional
can you
fit.
do? Can you climb the stairs? Can you go on that? Can you drop everything and go and do that fun thing without being winded and tired? Like, that's what it's about, you guys.
I don't think it mattered that it was a company phone, but like, yeah,
Well,
it doesn't. That's not what she's saying. It doesn't matter. It's just that like,
company phone is that the company can
Yeah.
take the phone and
yeah,
have it as evidence. That just makes it even worse.
yeah.
Like, it's still bad no matter what. Totally.
How do I slim down my physique to lose muscle mass? I mean, you just eat less. Calories out.
God.
Do you think you could actually find a job doing all the Codecademy courses? You don't find a job by doing the courses. You find a job by having a good portfolio. What up, dude? Welcome. Hey, thanks for the 20. You didn't have to do that, man. Why are Java classes terrible to work with? I don't know. John, what up, dude? Welcome aboard. Do you still do OMAD? It's like 1 meal a day, right?
Fran, what do we think about hidden relationships in companies? They're not hidden. We know. We know.
I figured John would be like way too busy to hop in the stream. I feel like whenever, because he does like, I don't know, I think you batch out the videos, right? So it's, what are you doing? Like, how do you have enough time? I imagine that you're like always doing something because you have all the rental houses. How do you have time to be on the stream? That's how I imagine it, right? Like everyone imagines what their YouTubers are doing that they watch like when they're not on YouTube. And I imagine John, you take like maybe 1 or 2 hours a day and then you just bang out like 5 videos, then you schedule them out for the week. And the rest of that time you're either working out, doing rental stuff, or I don't really know what you do for fun. Not working out, 100-mile race. Oh, that's true. Are you gonna do keto for the enhanced oxygen? What's your blood type? That's a good question. Advice for programs who are sick of being behind their PC and get out. I mean, that's like the job that you chose, but
Yeah.
you be remote.
I mean,
You still gotta be behind the PC.
Career. Okay, something that we watched recently made a really good point, and it's kind of what we talked about.
Oh, thanks,
a
John.
lot.
You don't have to do
You
that.
only work 40
appreciate it.
hours a week. You work 8 hours a day. This is like a general, right? You have all of those other hours in the day to go do anything else. Go do them. Like, you don't have to only be constrained by sitting at a desk all the time. That's not who you are. It's not what you do. It's what you do for work.
Well, I have a question for John. Did you experience the corporate cringe at your jobs before you quit? Before you quit and did your own thing, did you experience the corporate cringe, like the corporate BS? Before you're like, nah, I'm just gonna go. Or I'm better on carbs. You need to pair up with David Goggins. That would be a good video if you could just. Actually, he probably won't respond to anyone. So what I would do is find a race that David is doing and then just show up next to David and then run next to David in the race and be like, "Yo, new video featuring David Goggins." What's your McDonald's order? Probably just like regular chicken sandwich.
Chicken nuggets. Or a spicy chicken sandwich.
John Sonmez. You won't find him under that. You'll find him under Bulldog Mindset.
We like hardly ever go to McDonald's.
Who's John? Yeah, so for people in the chat, it's John Sonmez, which is simple. Well, he was Simple Programmer, and then John rebranded to John, and then John rebranded to Bulldog Mindset. Now he's Bulldog Mindset. What's your social? Well, first, let's start with my credit card and the 3 numbers on the back. I don't feel comfortable. I thought about showing up at his house one day and running with him. I mean, you read the book Living with a Seal, right? Like, you should... I mean, David probably wants way more money than it took for... Well, I forget his name. Starts with a... What is it? It's on the tip of my tongue. But you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, he probably wants way more money now than he did back then. For him to... Like, that's... People would watch that. I would watch if David lived with you for 30 days. Because you guys are both pretty... I imagine... Josh, I think I saw you driving around American Fork last week. It was probably me.
Or maybe it wasn't. Who knows? God. That's so funny.
If you message David on Instagram, will he answer? Because he like exploded. Yeah, Jesse, right? Yeah, Jesse is. I wonder if his coconut brand died because Coke is cutting a bunch of their brands. I don't know. He's still got his wife. Who is he talking to? I'm talking to John Sonmez. Hold on. Let me link the channel. John, do you make your own thumbnails? I don't think that you make your own thumbnails. Just curious. Let me see. Where's the channel? Here's a good one. When will the house be done? Probably in like 2-3 months.
2 months.
What is a good job that doesn't require a lot of skill? Define good job. Do you just want to do nothing and get paid? Or do you want to make a lot of money? I don't think you'll answer on Instagram. I talked to Jesse. Huh. Has Jesse been on the channel? I know you got MJ DeMarco. I don't know how you got MJ on it. See, here's the difference between me and John. John doesn't have to do YouTube, right? He could just do nothing all day, but that would go against who he is. And I have to do YouTube, right? So, oh, by the way, John, see, I have a house that I'm renting out. Thank you so much for the real estate videos. How do you deal with burnout? Yeah, it's really difficult. Usually you have to take time for yourself and decide if you want to come back or to do something different. And if you come back, you have to make more breaks. I don't think I've seen the dog move. Dude, they're like little
asleep.
They're kids, dude. They're out.
There's 2 asleep right.
This little dude got a sweater. She got a sweater. Like, they're out.
Look, Abby.
They're done.
Abby's underneath the chair over here on the blanket. They're all just asleep.
See, John, how do they pay you to come to the conferences? How do I get to a conference?
We froze.
Oh yeah, we froze. The battery died. Hold. It's down there.
That's why dogs are so much better.
It's down there. Hold on. Oh, it worked. All right, I'm gonna change the battery. One moment.
I thought we were plugged into that.
Yeah, Jesse hired collab. Okay. Can we talk on Instagram, John? If I message you, will you respond? I recommend that people cut expenses and then try to maximize and diversify income. You should do that in addition to trying to increase your income. How's the private pilot training? Zachary, my instructor, went AWOL, so yeah. Best resources for learning C++. I would probably go with like game dev, probably like Unreal Engine. Thoughts on pineapple on pizza? Oh shit.
You like it.
Yeah, so
like
it's
it. You eat it. Don't lie.
Yeah, I'll eat it. It's fine. Just don't put anchovies.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I like everything else.
It's a conference I really want to go to. I just do it for travel. Oh, okay. All right. Hold. Let's do it. Hey, thanks again. What's your predictions for 2021? It's gonna be a shit show. That
More of this, just more of the same. Was there a big difference between any? One year to the next, just rolling over by a day doesn't make any difference.
I got a new one. So the thing is, like, I'm already ready to do the check ride and stuff, but my instructor went AWOL, and so now I need another endorsement from another instructor, and I have to fly with another instructor for 3 hours before they can legally check me off and endorse me to get the license or take the test. And I don't think that I should have to pay for the 3 hours to do it because my instructor left, and now I need another one. Those 3 hours should be from the school. Can I become a software engineer with HTML? I mean, are there any other types of software engineers? What up, Rodolfo? What did you eat for lunch? I didn't eat lunch yet. I'm going to have some tortilla soup from Costco.
Go.
What up, Pablo? Thanks for being here. Being a nurse. Yeah, nurses work long shifts, and you'll probably start off with the night shift if you want to get your foot in the door. Oh, look, we got more fat comments. What up, Donald?
Where?
You've gained noticeable weight. Get back to the gym.
We go to the gym every day. He lifts more weight than almost anybody there. Bye.
Is Unreal Engine only a good resource for learning C++? I mean, I would only learn C++ for game dev. I don't see any other practical uses for it besides maybe desktop application, but for that I would just use Electron and JavaScript. Does pineapple belong on pizza? I mean, like, no, I don't think it was born for pizza, no.
Belongs on pizza.
Have you considered joining the Air Force? I've aged out of being able to enlist, so can't do it.
I don't think that's possible either. You're only 30. Also, spamming the chat another way.
What? Oh. Yeah, I'm too old to join. I think you age out at 28 years old.
No, you don't. You can join.
Are you sure? Dude, there's no way I'd want to go through boot camp with a bunch of 17, 18-year-olds that think that they're hot shit, and I'm a 30-year-old guy that, like, no, I just don't. I don't think I could do it.
The maximum age is 35.
Is it? I thought it was 28.
28. Where did you get 28?
Is that for the Air Force? Okay.
For the Department of Defense policy.
You could probably get a waiver.
Service to specify the maximum age of enlistment. The
42
Air
for
Force
reserves.
tends to have an older upper limit for enlistment.
Yeah, but I'd want to be a
Marine
pilot,
Corps
and so that means I got to do at least 8 years, which puts me at 38 if I became a pilot right now with zero training.
Also,
but to be a pilot, you got to be an officer, so you got to go to OCS and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's a personal preference. Do it if you want to do it or not.
Hey, thanks, Adrian.
Follow your dreams. You're never too old.
I'd probably go to the Marines. They're the only ones that have a guaranteed pilot slot. I don't want to sign up for the Air Force and then they're like, "Oh, you tried, and we tried to get you in there, but now you're stuck here. Now you got to do your 4 years."
You also don't want to fly.
Hey,
for
thank you,
really
Yates. You don't do
living.
that.
You want to fly for fun, so it wouldn't make any sense.
I don't know, dude. I'd probably I would
literally
fly
said
an
you wouldn't fly
F-35
for
or a
living
Harrier
100 times.
or like an A-10 if I could get my hands on one of those. What's your major skill? Any chance to work together for our company? Major skill? Probably you would say marketing.
HR is found in the military as well.
Get a drone boom.
HR
It's
is
true.
everywhere.
I have a paramotor. Okay, that's as close as an F-35 as I'll get. Because you. I'm 32. Okay.
Cool.
Did it get darker?
It did. Well, it's just getting colder, so
What does that have to do with light?
I don't know. Little clouds moving.
Oh God.
Wow, that was a lot. Well, now you're just purple.
I thought Navy had the most of the pilots. You get an F-18 probably. The Army has a guaranteed pilot program. I thought that you gotta. It's only like for helicopters. I don't want to do helicopters. Ramon. What does HR mean? Humans as resources. That's what it means. It's not human resources. It's humans as resources. Thanks, Ivan. Thanks for being here. 28's for the Marine Corps. Well, see? There you go. That's what I looked up then.
It did say the Marines
up,
have
Sophie?
a lower.
Are you becoming a pilot? I have over 40 hours for my private pilot's license. I just have to finish.
Oh God, we need to change.
What did I miss? I have a CS degree in work in IT. How soon should I apply for web dev? As soon as you get a few CRUD applications on your online hosted portfolio, please use Heroku or Netlify if you must, because those are free. What?
The dogs are up and about.
Yeah, they want to leave probably. You bulking or just got fat? Probably both.
You guys, are you serious right now?
People put strawberries on pizza? Wait, what?
It could be like a dessert pizza.
Thank you, Mariano. Har. Richard,
Okay.
yeah, har. It's hard. It's
Everyone
not HR,
fat
it's har.
shaming, like, cool, you guys go to the gym every day. Focus on yourselves. How about that?
It's okay. Look,
Had it.
you've seen the six-pack. You know the six-pack is there.
Six-pack exists. Big ass
alright.
muscles exist.
I just don't wear very good clothes, probably. I don't know. Maybe I'm just fat.
Maybe everybody's just being an a-hole.
One day in one of the skits with Chad, I'll walk in with my shirt off and everyone will be like, "What the fuck? Josh actually lift weights?"
This is like the purpose of HR, by the way.
How much does YouTube take
Keep
from
your hands
Super
to
Chat?
yourself.
Like 35%,
Yeah.
40. Yeah, 35%.
Don't say anything nice. Don't say anything.
Does
at all.
corn belong on pizza? Absolutely not. Please leave the chat.
I've seen it happen, but it's weird.
It's the camera angle. Change the cam. I know. It's the camera angle and it's the
just
focal length.
what being on a camera does to you. Like, you know what I
Okay.
mean? You go to the gym.
I go to the Taco Bell. That's my gym.
It's probably the fatties behind the camera telling you you're fat but need to go to the gym now, so take that. Swear.
Do you think you'll go for the instrument?
I want to see any of them lift as much as you do.
Aaron, I don't know if I'll go for the instrument. It's 15K. It's what they quoted me. It's like 15K for the instrument rating. And even then, I don't have a plane. I don't own a plane. I'd probably how is being a private pilot practical? Like, that's what I think about. Like, what you fly to an airport and then what? You don't have a car, so you probably have to rent a car or take the crew car. But if the crew car is gone, what do you do? So like, you fly somewhere to an airport and get out, and like, you have to know somebody there to come pick you up. How does Matt Guthmiller do it? Does he just know someone everywhere he goes? I don't understand how being a private pilot works for recreation. You just have to be fucking loaded. Okay, thank you. Thank you for listening to my rant. What's up, Wasim? I know HTML and CSS. What's next? You need to learn HTML version 2. It just came out 3 days ago. Thank you for subscribing, Joe. Thank you for being here. I'm hearing the term Udemy. It's just a website for like online
Learning
courses.
things. My teeth are real. 4 years of braces in high school. Yay.
The dog's wardrobe is stylish. Hold on. Can you hand me Danny?
Danny, come here.
He's not gonna walk over here. He's so stubborn.
Come here.
That's our wife.
Oh, I know.
What a baby, dude.
He's an old man. He's a little grumpy.
Why did you touch me?
Why did you wake
Let me see him.
up? I know.
Let me get this. Let me get this little dude.
No.
Doesn't he look like he belongs in like a library? It's okay. So keep in mind, it's like 14 degrees outside, right? He needs this. Looks like the Taco Bell dog. Thank you. Thank you for your donation.
He's got bandanas, clothes.
He looks like an old man with this knitted sweater. The Yelp was her picking him up while he was asleep.
This is him talking to us. He is in no pain. He's just vocal.
Hey, thanks, Mariano. Totally understandable reaction, right? I just woke him up. It's like, why are you bothering me?
How dare you?
That dog looks like he goes to Yale. He went to Yale and graduated from Harvard with his PhD. As you know. Have you ever met any famous programmers in your life? Are there famous programmers? He is grape-shaped. Yeah, he was fat. This is not...
Yeah, when we rescued him a year ago, he was like a barrel.
Yeah, you take him.
He
He looks like a tater tot as a dog.
Yeah,
He's the same color as a crisply baked tater tot.
Corn dog. So, he's doing very good. Our dogs are spoiled. They
On
get a lot of
e-commerce?
treats.
Okay, I think we've been here for 2 hours. Holy smokes, it's been 2 hours. But thank you so much for being here. It feels great to interact with you guys. Let me just have to pay respects here. Thank you so much. I wish you could raid on YouTube, like on Twitch. You know how you can raid other channels? I wish we could do that. Like I wish we could raid like a Twitch. Like I wish we could go raid Kit Boga's chat right now or something.
Or that. Oh, what was
painting
that
with
funny?
Tom.
With Borb.
Yeah, painting with Tom or Tom
Painting
Thinks.
With Tom, was it Tom Thinks?
Or like
This is
Pay Money
Twitch
Wubby
name.
or something. Dude, I would
You guys
definitely.
need to see Tom Thinks. So funny. Cracked us up. And we got
I don't have any
rated there
Python
too
ideas.
from Kit Boga. Like it was great.
But thank you for being here.
Just a good day.
I will be back with human cages. What is this sausage roll? His name is Danny.
His name is Danny. He is what? 8, 9? 9? Little man.
This is what the
Very
next
regal.
video will be. Go enjoy your human cages at work. Oh. You can spam. Yo, Pay Money Wubby is yeah, dude. Pay Money Wubby is bae. Kit Boga's bae. There's a lot of good, That's how I spend my like Sundays. I don't know. I watch a lot of TV. I just mostly watch a lot of Twitch. You have a Discord? Yeah, links in the description. You can come talk to me on there if you want. Just tag me in the chat. I have to pay respects for Joe. Thank you. What makes you motivated every morning to do YouTube? I have a lot of ideas that I think would be funny these days. How do you compare the two countries? Oh, Tuomi Koski. Yeah, so you're from Finland, right? I don't know. You see tax dollars at work more in Finland than you do in the United States, but also you see tax dollars go to waste a lot more. Like with the free education and kids using the free degrees to get the money so that they can party on the weekends. Like, healthcare was nice. I don't know. It's like split, you know? Okay. All right, we'll be back. Thank you. You should accept sponsorship from Raid Shadow Legends. All right, download it today and use code /justkidding. All right, see you guys later. Bye.